Greetings to all my fellow watch enthusiasts on YouTube and Facebook and wherever else this video might be seen and shared. Sling Driver once again, bringing you another watch review. It's already unboxed, so there's no unboxing. But this is a review. It is a review of a watch that is not mine. Another watch that was loaned into the channel. This watch comes from Kevin at Wrong Time Watch, through Chris over at the Watch Lounge, and then to me. We all belong to a subgroup of the Random Rob Discord group. I know you've heard me mention Random Rob and his channel in the past. There's a small group of us on that Discord organization membership who have YouTube channels, and we've been sending watches around for review purposes, and this is one of them. This is, as you saw from the title, a Boldr. This is one of their field medic in the camo green colorway. I will provide a link to Boldr's website. You can see all the different Venture watches. This is one of their Venture line watches. This is the Field Medic. Nice little field style watch. It's these watches are designed to be more on the smaller side, more for the outdoor, if you will pardon the expression, rough and tumble world out there of hiking and biking and mountain biking and zip lining and all that other stuff that folks do out there, out in in the field, if you will. Nice little watch. It is this one is one of the quartz watches. They also make these watches in automatics as well, but this is a quartz movement. It is also a chronograph, which I will fire up right now. You can see the chronograph hand moving there. You do have a couple of sub-dials on this watch. You have a 24-hour indicator at the 9 o'clock, and you have a 24-hour indicator at the 3 o'clock. At the 9 o'clock, you have the chronograph minutes hand, which is we'll see it move when the chronograph hand sweeps around. You also have a looks like a tachometer scale built into the outer track. You have a very nice sandblasted type finish. Very smooth though, so it's not truly sandblasted, but it is a matte, non-textured finish. The case is titanium, by the way. And there you can see the chronograph minute move. I'm gonna leave that running while we talk here. This watch, and you have a date indicator down at the 6 o'clock. This watch does lack one thing, and that is a running seconds hand for the watch itself. It does have the chronograph second hand, but as you know from previous videos, this is a big issue for me with these kind of watches, where they leave off the running second hand, and where it could go in a sub-dial, say this one here, and they put something superfluous like a 24-hour indicator when you have a date function down here. Me personally, I don't understand that. Some people don't care about a running second hand. Some people do. I fall into the latter category. I want a running second hand on my watches. I have a few without running second hands, and that always bothers me, because I think I'm looking at a dead watch unless I sit there and watch the minute hand physically move. I think I'm looking at a watch that isn't functioning. So that would be an issue with me if I were in the market for such a watch. Otherwise, the watch is beautifully made. It's really nice to look at. I like the camo effect on the dial. The hands are easy to read at a glance. I think the second hand, I wish that white part would have extended back a little further. It's a little hard to pick up against the outer track. For me, other people might be looking at that now and saying, "Hey, guy, you're crazy." But well, there you go. The other issue that is, I'm going to do this off camera because I don't want to knock the camera down. The other issue, of course, for me personally, is this watch is only offered by Boldr on a NATO strap. And I think everyone also knows that I am not a fan of NATO straps. And I'll show you why. Because you have this big old stupid tail hanging out back here, and there's no good way. I mean, you could tuck it under like this, and then you have that big thing sticking up. You could, if you had enough tail, loop it back around like that, and that looks stupid. Or you could leave it dangling out like that, and that looks even stupider. So for me, I'm not a big fan of NATOs. They're not very comfortable, although this is a nice quality canvas. It just isn't very comfortable for me. I think it looks bad. So I avoid NATO straps like I try and avoid, audits. I'm trying to think of something that most people would avoid and understand avoiding. And a tax audit would probably be a good overall comparison. Now, this thing does use conventional spring bars. Here, I'll take it apart. That's always fun with these NATOs, trying to take the bloody things apart. But you can see it uses conventional spring bars, so obviously I could fit a leather strap on there. I could fit a rubber strap. I could even find a bracelet that I liked. It has drilled lugs, so that makes that fairly easy to do. But that's not an option on Boldr's website. So if you like the watch head, but you're not a fan of the strap, count on spending a little bit more money than the $299 list price. And I'll leave a link. Like I said, I'll leave a link to Boldr's website. You can see that these watches and the other watches in the Venture family. This is a $299 watch on their site, and I think that's a fair price. As you can see, the top button starts the chronograph. It also stops it. It starts up again with no jump. So, makes it really easy to start and stop. And if you hit the bottom button, everything resets. So, and everything lines up. So good quality there. It's a good quality watch. There's nothing wrong with the watch. It's just, it's hampered by a inferior strap, at least in my opinion. Anyway, I have my sheet of facts here so I can give you the vital statistics on the watch. This is the camo green version of the Boldr Venture Field Medic. $299 list price on the Boldr website, as I said. It's a small watch, 38 millimeter case, 20 millimeter lug width, 44 lug to lug, and 12.2 millimeters thick. I got all those measurements off the Boldr website. Oh, signed crown, I forgot to mention that. It has a 200 meter water resistance. This is done even with a screw down crown, which you can see here. It disengages with an audible pop. First position will change the date. Second position will change time. I don't know if the movement is hackable or not because, hey, there's no running second hand. So who knows if it's hackable? Probably is. As I said, it's a titanium case, so this is a very lightweight watch, very nice looking watch. Had that kind of raw titanium finish to it. The keepers on the NATO strap and the buckle and pin also match the case. Sapphire crystal, which is a nice touch at this price point. It's all powered by a VK64 quartz movement. Like that, VK movement is going to be easily serviceable or replaceable if something goes wrong with it. It's not some exotic movement under the hood where it can't be fixed except by sending it back to Boldr, which, I mean, if it were a warranty issue, you, of course, would do that anyway. Oh, I wanted to show you something else under here. Let me, how do you get this stupid thing apart? Oh, yeah. There you go. And it's, got a nice little bit of case artwork back there. The medic, the field medic symbol on the back. I just wanted to show you that real quick because it was, a nice touch. And get that back to where it was. So there you go. Quick little overview of a nice little quartz field watch. Sports watch, outdoors watch, something that you can wear while you're banging around out there. It isn't too heavy. It isn't too cumbersome. The strap, for its limitations, in my humble opinion, will fit a variety of wrists. I mean, look at all the keeper holes there. And, obviously it's going to stand up to body sweat and oils and being scraped around the outdoors and everything. It's a little stiff, obviously. You can see it's very stiff canvas, but it should loosen up over time. It's a great outdoor watch. I definitely would recommend it if you're a person who likes NATO straps or doesn't mind them and doesn't care about a running second hands. It might be the perfect watch for you. Boldr, as I've reviewed many Boldrs in the past, they make a great quality product, and I'm happy to recommend them to anybody. And I definitely give this one a thumbs up, even with the two things about it that I personally don't like, but I would still recommend this to anybody. And with that being said, I'm going to wrap the video with my usual spiel. If you liked the video, you found it informative, entertaining, useful, please click that thumbs up button for me. That does help with the YouTube search algorithms and helps draws more people to my channel. Did I just say draws? Yes, it draws people. Yeah, boy. I need to read more books. Comments, questions, suggestions down below. I do read them all. I do respond to them all, but I do delete trolling comments and I block the commenter. I like to keep my comment section on point and without drama or stupidity. If you're new to the channel, of course, welcome. I'm glad you found the place. Got a lot of videos on here you can watch. Variety of subjects. Feel free to stay as long as you want. All I ask in return for all this good entertainment and information is that before you leave, you click that subscribe button. Also, please, when you do that, click the bell icon so that when I upload new content, you are alerted. Also, when I do live streams, which I do every Wednesday afternoon at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, or when time and opportunity avail themselves to me, you will be alerted to that as well. Meanwhile, as I always say, it's a crazy old world out there. I want everybody to stay safe, stay healthy, be well. See you soon.